Hello and welcome. In today's story, Keep It Shallow with Humans by subreddit user jordan9001. We welcome a new species called humans. Molluscans be advised. Avoid physical contact. Psionic races be advised. Keep mental contact shallow. Avericks be advised. Ear protection. The station taker tape continued scrolling, and Goifa let a small chuckle out his lines of bilateral nostrils. Non-psionic races were always so touchy when they met a psychic race such as his, the Uwithan. They would make a fuss at first, but asking a being such as Goifa to not have mental contact with the minds around them was akin to asking them to not smell a snug hug in the room. Maybe a lesser psychic could obey such a request, but Goifa just rolled his eyes and carried on. All these races were so worried about keeping their thoughts private, as if Goifa cared about the rotting habits or jealousies that non-psionic races seemed to want private. After a species grew up a bit and got used to coexisting with psychics, they generally came to find mental communication a freeing experience. It would be the same with these humans. Goifa sipped more of his morning root broth, sitting in a station common area for a bit before getting to work, as was his routine. He liked it here because of the flow of the different races starting or ending their shifts at the docks and storage facilities nearby. Some people started their day with a news feed, but Goifa got his news by sampling the thoughts of passerby. Goifa frowned as the ticker tape went around again. Keep mental contact shallow was not the usual warning that new races would ask for when shy about meeting a psionic. Usually, it would explicitly say, no mental contact. Goifa puzzled over this while looking up humans on his tablet. Pretty standard squat bipeds, sort of squishy looking, but coming in some pleasing shades of skin. He sat and waited, sipping his hot broth slowly. Finally, a small group of these primates came around the corner. The group of three were wearing matching uniforms and laughing with each other loudly. Two of them were carrying their own hot beverages, wisps of steam and an earthy smell wafting through the air with them. Guifa tentatively reached out with his mind and was able to connect with the group easily. Instantly, he could understand their conversation despite not knowing their language. The group had traveled together for many cycles and were reminiscing about some inside joke from their shared history. Guifa paused for a second, considering the shallow warning, then pushed on. He wanted to find more about this Ligma character that the boisterous group referenced. He was reaching just a bit deeper when he felt an instant and overwhelming command. Guifa took his hot root broth and splashed the contents down his torso. He shrieked and jumped up. The hot liquid made him hop around, trying to pull his soak over up away from his body to keep from being further burned. He fell to the floor, trying to get the wrap over his head and alleviate the contact with the burning liquid. One of the humans ran up to him, helping him pull off the overwrap. Hey, I am so sorry, the human said out loud as Guifa looked up at it with a shock. They really gotta give you guys better warnings about us. What the hell was that? Guifa responded, eyes wide. He hadn't even had time to react when the powerful command had taken over his whole being. Now he's only using the shallowest of mental connections to communicate with the primate, and had to fight the feeling telling him to run away, to get as much distance between himself and that dangerous mind. Yeah, you let those intrusive thoughts win. We humans have constant impulsive thoughts, they say. The humans pick up the mug Guifa had dropped after scalding himself and place it on the table with an apologetic shrug. We get used to them. Suck for you psychic types, though. Guess you got caught in the crossfire when I thought about spilling coffee on myself. The human went to offer a hand to help Guifa up to his feet, but retracted it when Guifa cringed at the human getting close. So, yeah, sorry about your blue coffee thing. The human gave a tight smile, then returned to their group, heading further down the hall. Keep it shallow. Guifa muttered to himself out loud. Understood. And that's the end of the story. Quite a short one, but a great story nonetheless. And if you enjoyed this story, remember to visit subreddit HFY and giving the story an upvote. And give Jordan9001 some love. Links on the description. Thank you for listening and see you later.